Who doesn't love Costco? It's filled with such large quantities of weird and wonderful things that you often can't find anywhere else. Even their ready meals are served up in giant quantities, designed as party platters to feed a small army. Or in our case, my wife and I. Over the next working week, I'm yet again trying more ready-to-cook meals and platters from the Kirkland Signature Deli in an attempt to find the best one. Last time, the burritos won, which is interesting because the time before that, the quesadillas won. So clearly Costco know how to do their Mexican food. And there are enchiladas, which we have yet to try. Like last time, Caroline and I will both be giving our scores out of 10 on each meal. Click the playlist below if you want to catch up on the previous two. It's time to get inside and get shopping. Let's go, my friend. It's been a while. I grabbed myself the fan favourite giant trolley and into the warehouse we went. For once, it's not very busy here. And as always, skipped everything and headed right towards the food. As good as these brownies and pastries looked, bakery is incredible, but that is not what we're here for. The first thing I grabbed was a rotisserie chicken. Previously, we'd done the rotisserie ribs and the rotisserie wings. Now, I'm no stranger to the Costco rotisserie chicken. In fact, Caroline and I get it pretty much every single time we go to Costco. It's just I've never actually physically rated it for you in some kind of video. So, I know it's good, but I just don't know what score I'd give it. Or this particular one anyway. Moving on though, I was surprised to see some items that were definitely not there the last couple of times I've done this. I picked up a chicken hot pot, a beef stew and dumplings. We were tempted by the salad, but then that's just so boring. And we were also very tempted to try these wraps, but even though there were loads of them, they didn't really hit the criteria of a ready meal or ready to cook meal. We'd also done curry the last two times, and even though there was one left, we decided against it. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of brand new things today, which is very exciting. So we've got our 5 meals. After we got them all, we still had a bit that we needed to pick up, which is great as it means we get to see all the amazing things up for grabs. Saw some people doing a genius play with their rotisserie chicken. Put it in the baby seat. I suppose it makes sense because it's hot and all, isn't it? Look at this. Celebrations hot chocolate. After this, I think we're pretty much done with the ready meals, so if anyone wants me to do like a weird and wonderful finds in Costco video, then let me know in the comments below. As I walked around, I noticed that for once, there were loads of free samples out. Usually when I go, there is literally nothing, so this time I thought I'd grab absolutely every single thing that I can find. Steamed broccoli and soy sauce. I mean, I do love broccoli. That's very good. Aloe vera mango. Peppermint tea. Oh, that is very lovely. That is very lovely. And a pork dumpling. We are definitely doing a weird and wonderful finds video of Costco. That's banging. We finished up, headed back, and it was time for meal 1. You guessed it, rotisserie chicken. I am intrigued to see what we fully score this. Now, Carolina is a big fan of a leg, so we're going to give her a leg and also a little bit of breast. I think I'll probably do myself exactly the same. He says, being the worst carver in the world. These meals often need some bulking up with some extras added, and what we add to the dish obviously won't get rated itself.
This is just a fab dinner. I mean, always is. This rotisserie chicken is fantastic. I feel like a lot of rotisserie chickens you get, it's actually very dry. This has a good amount of flavour. It's just so juicy and tender, like you don't need a gravy or a sauce really for this to be good. And for the price, it's fantastic. Look how this just literally falls off the bone. I don't know how they're cooking these little rotisserie chickens, but they're good. There's not loads more to say about this. We've had half the chicken roughly, just over £4.50. It's amazing value for money. It's very tasty. I'm gonna go really high. I'm just gonna give it an 8. I love this rotisserie chicken. It is a solid 8.
I quite like this because you can also use it for leftover like chicken sandwiches or something the next day. So I think it's quite versatile. And for that reason, on top of flavour, I personally would give it a...
Hold up there, I thought this time we'd add some suspense. So instead of hearing Carolina's scores now, you're just going to hear mine. You can hear her thoughts, but I'm going to do all of Carolina's scores right at the end. And we'll see just how those scoreboards change. For now though, the rotisserie chicken takes its place at the top with an 8. Chicken hot pot. Do you know what it reminds me of?
No kidding, this is my pot pie.
Pot pie, hot pot, kind of the same thing. And it's obviously potato in a hot pot, not pastry. Either way, this looks fantabulous. And yes, that is the word I am choosing to use.
It's a lot for 2 people. It is a lot for 2 people. So I think I'm gonna do my absolute best. No, let's change my mind immediately. I've changed my mind immediately. I'm gonna cook the entire thing and then I'll Tupperware and freeze what we don't eat and we'll have it another day. That's what's fun about these challenges. I get food, or we get food for like another couple of weeks after that, another couple of dinners already done for us.
Here's a little before cooking and after cooking. The potatoes crisped up a bit and it definitely smelt really good, so we served it up and we had it with some peas on the side.
Looks like we've got lots of shredded chicken in here. We've got carrots, whatever that is, Swede maybe. Chicken pot pie. Let's find out what this is actually. I think that is Swede. But we've got some nice crispy taters on the top, which have crisped up well. Those are nice. Nice bit of chicken. Really juicy, succulent. Could well be from the rotisserie chicken. I feel like they probably cook all of their chicken in a similar way, right? But that's really good. The sauce wasn't what I was expecting. The sauce is more like a standard chicken gravy, which I suppose makes sense because this is a hot pot, not a pot pie like I thought it was. And hot pot is more of a gravy, a pot pie would more have been sort of like a white sauce with like white wine in and things like that. I feel like this is a slightly more healthy option from them, which is nice. It's loaded with veg and the veg is really nice. I'm not huge on the Swede, but once you start to plate everything on top of each other, you do kind of lose the crispiness of some of those potatoes. If I take one straight from the top, there you go, that's a nice. Although I do feel like they could also do with a little bit of seasoning. But I'm happy with it. It's nice to have a healthier option, but there are some things that I think it could improve with. So for that reason, I'm gonna get a 7. A 7 out of 10.
It could do with a little bit of seasoning. It's hearty. Potatoes could be crispier, but maybe that's just us.
That moves into a 2nd place, but once Carolina's score is added, will it stay where it is? With plenty left over, it went into the freezer and we moved on to the next day and meal 3. Beef stew and dumplings.
Anyone know when Costco started doing beef stew and dumplings? Because I certainly don't know. That is a lot for 2 people. Again, like most of this food is probably going to be. I have not had beef stew or dumplings in a long time. I hated dumplings when I was a kid. I'm a grown man now. I've got a bit of a different palate, I suppose. So I'm hoping that I like them now. The stew smells good. I mean, I don't want to turn it. If I turn it, I'm gonna drop it everywhere. Can you freeze dumplings once they're already cooked? Who knows? I mean, who knows if I even like the dumplings? I don't know yet. I certainly have no idea. So this is, I mean, as everything seems to be with Costco, you can cook it in this, but we just cover it in foil and whack it in the oven. So I'm gonna see you in about 45 minutes. Although for you, it's gonna cut immediately and I'm gonna be there with my beef stew. So, should I do like a thing where I go like that and the screen goes like that? Let's try it. 3, 2, 1.
It looked good and smelled even better and looked fab as we served it up, but it did need some greenery, so I put some broccoli on the side.
I know I said I'm not a big fan of stew, but honestly, this looks and smells amazing. I think as a kid, I always just found the beef was very stringy and chewy, and I was just chewing for ages, and I wasn't a big fan of that. So hopefully this is good. Anyway, it looks like we've got some potatoes, some carrot, lots of onion, a really beefy sauce. Potato was nice. Got a bit of the beef here. That's actually really nice. It's not chewy at all. It's quite tender. Very tasty, actually. I don't think it needs all that much seasoning. Maybe a little bit of salt and pepper, but I don't think it needs loads. Let's try the dumplings. Bit of dumpling with a bit of sauce, and it's falling everywhere. Those are really nice. What did I used to not like about this, honestly? These are just so like buttery. I thought they were going to be huge round balls in there, but no, they're actually quite flat.
They've retained their texture, which is quite nice. I thought
they're
it was
really
going to seep into the stew.
So you've got like a really fluffy in the middle and then really crisp and crunchy on the outside. I am enjoying this way more than I thought I would. It must only be a recent addition because I have not seen Costco doing this before. And all the many times I've been, this is the first time I have seen it. Maybe it's seasonal, I don't know, but...
Whilst I decide on my score for this, I was thinking that I probably want to go to Costco in the event of a nuclear fallout due to all of the clothes and the tinned food there. Don't worry, I'm going somewhere with this. Season 2 of Fallout recently launched on Amazon Prime, and it's got me thinking about what a reliable meal actually looks like when you're wandering the wasteland, or more realistically, just stuck at your desk for 10 hours. To celebrate the new season, YFood has dropped a limited edition collab with Fallout. They've created this limited edition 6-pack ready-to-drink meal collection, combining functional nutrition with iconic Fallout designs. My personal favourite design is CX404 on this collection's exclusive 6th bottle, Heavenly Hazelnut. Tastes good too. I mean, obviously, it's my favourite. It's got a dog on it. What I love is it's of course the same YFood formula that I use every day when I'm not filming. 30 grams of protein, 26 vitamins and minerals, no added sugar, and 500 calories per bottle. No prep, no refrigeration, it's just a complete meal ready to go when you're too busy to cook. These are strictly limited edition and only available while stocks last, so if you wanted to snag these designs before stocks are gone, now's your time. YFood is a really easy way to stay on top of your nutrition without having to scavenge for supplies. You can get 10% off site-wide by using my code SamWilderYouTube. Hit the link in the description to grab the Fallout collection before it's all gone. A huge thanks to YFood for continuing to support the channel.
It is a very good beef stew. If I gave the hot pot a 7, this gets a 7.8 from me.
I think it's definitely nicer than yesterday's meal. Yeah, it's quite hearty and warming and way more flavoursome. Yeah, very pleasantly surprised. I've never had dumplings before. This is my first ever dumpling.
We did go back for seconds and practically finished the whole thing. There really is something about that chicken. This was great, but there is a reason why we get that rotisserie every time. There's also something about subscribing, so please smash that button and help me hit 100k. Meal 4 was chicken enchiladas. The previous 2 Mexican dishes had done so well, I was very intrigued to see how this one fared up.
It's quite interesting to me that the last 2 times we've done it, the Mexican food is what's won. So are the enchiladas going to be as good as the burritos and the quesadillas? Because I tell you now, those burritos and quesadillas, especially the burritos, they were fantastic. Anyway, this goes in for like half an hour. I have lots of nice melty gooey cheese. I can't wait.
Once it came out, it looked pretty much exactly like lasagna, just with some added jalapenos.
Oh my word. It truly is like a lasagna. It's like a chicken Mexican lasagna. This is literally just a Mexican lasagna. It's just instead of the pasta sheets, you've got tortilla. I am willing to bet this is fantastic. Yep, I like it a lot. Nice bit of chicken. Juicy, succulent, and tender as always. It's got a really nice amount of spice to it. It's very, very gooey, and I cannot tell where the wrap starts and just the sauce and the cheese begin. I've made enchiladas before, but not quite as saucy as this. But it's really nicely spiced. Bit with the jalapeno, haven't tried yet. Jalapeno makes it even spicier, which is very nice. This is high up there for me. This is an 8.8.
It's not bad. It's got a nice kick to it. I wish it had more texture.
8.8 rockets us into first place. For now anyway. It did sound like Carolina wasn't a huge fan, so just how would the scoreboard go? The final meal was meatballs and pasta. Whilst this did look okay, it still only had 3 meatballs. And it cost £11.62.
Now, unless there's some meatballs hiding underneath, which there could well be, that feels like a lot of money just for some pasta, and I'm not sure. Either way, we're gonna check, we're gonna cook it, it's going in the oven, 35 minutes. Let's do this. Final meal of the working week though, and yeah, I mean, they've been an alright bunch. I don't think it's been my favourite batch. It's a shame there's only 2 pizzas to try. I think that's why next time, like I said when we were in Costco, that maybe it's time to just do a full, just random things I can find in Costco for a week video. That sounds really fun to me. So again, do let me know in the comments below if that's something you'd like to see. I know I'd certainly like to see it, so I'm probably going to do it regardless of what you guys say. We're all cooked now, and whilst it does look good, it needs more cheese. Luckily I've got some, but I need to review it without the cheese first, right?
I served up, and sure enough, there was only 3 meatballs, so we split the last one in half, but still, 3 meatballs? Costco, come on, sure they're big, but they're not that big.
If there was like loads of meatballs, sure, but let's try this sauce. It's not the best pasta sauce I've ever had. It's quite a bland tomato sauce, if I'm being real with you. I'd give that sauce like a 3 out of 10, but we need to try the meatballs. There's the meatball. You can tell the meat is good, but it's not great. This whole thing, and because I can give you my score without it, needs a whole load of Parmesan on it. If I'm being honest, to me, this is The most disappointed I've ever been with a Costco meal. I can't give this more than a 5 out of 10. And I think even that's generous. 4.5.
Yeah, I don't think it's value for money. I think the meatball itself is a little dry. And you're right, it's kind of bland. 5 out of 10.
Honestly, I'm sorry, Costco, but if you're gonna do this, make it cost like 7 or 8 quid. Or at the very least, it needs 3 more of these meatballs in it, a whole host of cheese on there, and work on your tomato sauce recipe, because this is bland. And even me putting a nice bit of dried parsley and more parmesan on it, mild improvement. Normally I tell you if the sauce is herbaceous, if it's tangy, if it's sweet, if it's, well seasoned. This one barely tastes of anything. The tomato and cheese pasta from every single supermarket for 99p or £1 is better than this. So with that atrocious combined score of 9.5, it was time to see what the rest of Carolina's scores were.
For me, it's not my favourite, so I'm going to go 6.5.
I'd give it an 8.
So I'd go for solid 7. I personally would give it a 9.5.
Which means in reverse order, the meatballs clocked in last with 9.5. Unfortunate, but they were awful. In 4th place was meal 2 with the chicken hot pot at 14. 3rd place was our 4th meal, the enchiladas, with a 15.3. A respectable score, but not as high as their predecessors. 2nd place was meal 3, the beef stew. Me in 1st place, the Costco Rotisserie chicken takes the crown with 17.5 points. Which honestly I'm not mad at. It is the best rotisserie chicken out there, better than all of the supermarket ones. It's tender, it's juicy, it's succulent, all the things you want from a rotisserie chicken. Anyway, as always, this was fun, and next time I go to Costco, I'm gonna do a full-on week eating all of the wonderful, weird things that I can find. Otherwise, I'll see you next time where I'll be eating more food.